So when I look at this number 76, if I'm doing the proof drawing, I am going to draw out 76 using my 10 sticks and unit cubes. So 76 would have 7 tens, 5, 6, 7, and 6 ones. Okay, and 87 would have 8 tens, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 7 ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We always start with our ones place, okay? Because I don't know how many tens I have yet until I figure out if I can make more tens with my ones. When I look at my ones, I see I have 7 ones here. And if I take my 7 ones and go grab 3 more, I just made a
10.
A 10. So this is now a stick of 10. Okay, how many ones are left?
2.
3. I have 3 ones left and I just made a new 10. Now I go to the 10 side and see if first I can make any groups of,
10.
no,
100.
100. I'm going to see if I can make any groups of 100. So here are 5 tens here and 5 tens here. What does 5 tens and 5 tens make?
100.
This makes a 100 box. Okay, we know 10 tens makes 100. Now I'm all done adding. After doing this, I was able to make a stick of 10 with 10 ones. I was able to make a block of 100 using 10 tens. And my answer is 100. I have 5 tens left over here, plus 1 10 over here, so 6 tens and 3 ones. My answer is what?
160.
So the next step, now that we know what goes on behind the scenes using our proof drawing, yesterday we started what's called the show all totals method. This is just where we add all the ones first and we add all the tens next, okay? So first off, we are going to circle just our ones place. And I have, right here, 6 ones up here and 7 ones down there. What was 7 plus 6? 13. In the number 13, you'll notice I have a 10 that I made with 3 extra ones. So I'm going to take my 7 ones plus 6 ones, and I'm going to put my 13 down here. 6 plus 7 equals 13 ones total. And again, in 13, I have a 10 and 3 extra ones. Then my next step is to go to my tens place. In my tens place, I have 7 tens on the top. What are those 7 tens worth? 70. This is worth 70. And I have 8 tens on the bottom, which is worth what? 80. Okay, now we're going to pretend those aren't even tens yet. We're just going to say 7 plus 8. What is 7 plus 8?
15.
15, okay? So I don't have just 15, though. I have 15 tens. Very good, Kellen. I have 15 tens. So remember this, if 7 plus 8 equals 15, then we know 70 plus 80 is still 15, but it's 15 tens. So this would be 150. Okay, we did that before. Remember, 7 plus 8 is 15. So 7 tens plus 8 tens is 15 tens, or 150. Okay, so I'm going to put my tens total down here, 150. So in the show all totals method, all I'm doing is adding my ones, then adding my tens, and now I'm going to put it all together. Okay, I have now 3 ones left in the ones place. In the number 15, or 15 tens, I have 5 tens in the tens place, plus the 1 10 I had out of 13, or 6 tens, and I made 163. You guys can do this because you understand what's going on behind the scenes, okay? So this is the fastest way to add, and you guys are going to do this while also explaining what's going on. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay, so while I'm showing you this again, I'm also going to do my proof drawing to show that this is what's going on behind the scenes. So as always, we start off in our what place? We're going to start off in our ones place. And you can see in my drawing that there are 9 ones. Here's the number form, or standard form, and here's it drawn out, right? 9 ones, 9 ones, 4 ones, 4 ones. I'm going to start by seeing if I can make a 10, right? I'm going to add my 9 ones to my 4 ones. When I take my 9 ones, how many more ones do I need to make a 10?
1.
Okay, so there I made a what? I made a 10. So 9 plus 4 gives me a 10, and how many more ones? 3 more ones for an answer of what? 13. Okay, so 9 and 4 make a 10 with 3 extra ones, or 13. Did I make a 10 then?
No. Yes.
Did I make
Yes.
a 10?
Yes.
So my 10 is going to go where? In the
Tens place.
tens place. We just said 9 plus 4 equals 13, just like over here. 9 plus 4 equals 13. So my 10 is going to be moving over to the tens place, and my 3 ones are going to stay in the ones column, or the ones place. Okay, so now I'm going to do that. I'm going to draw my 10, and I'm going to bring this 10. I'm going to change its color so you know. I'm going to bring this 10 over here, and I'm going to put it right down there. Okay, so my ones are done. I had 3 extra ones. I made a new 10, so it moves to the tens place. Again, 9 plus 4 is 13. My 10 goes to the tens column, and my 3 ones stay behind. Now I'm in my tens place, okay? I see I still have my 8 tens and 6 ones, or sorry, 8 tens and 6 tens, and I just made this brand new 10 over here. Could I make 100 with how many tens I have? Can I make 100?
Yes.
So I'm going to take my 8 tens, and I'm going to grab how many more? 2 more tens. Oops, I almost did 3. Okay, there's my 2 more tens, and this is now a
100.
100. Okay, so we just saw that 8 tens and 6 tens makes 100 plus 4 more tens. Okay, how many tens is that so far? That's 4 extra tens. 10 and 4 make how many tens altogether?
14 tens.
14 tens. Plus the 1 10 I also made. What is that?
15 tens.
15 tens. Thanks, cameraman. So I have 8 tens and 6 tens make 14 tens, as you said. 1 more 10 makes 15 tens, okay? And in the number 15, again, we made 10 tens. All right, and really this is 150. I made 10 tens, so these 10 tens make 100, and it goes over here in the hundreds column. And my 5 extra tens stay right in the tens column, okay? And then I can bring my 100 down. What is my total answer here? 153. You can see that the drawing is going on behind the scenes, and my answers are always going to match. I have 100, 5 tens, 3 ones. 100, 5 tens, and 3 ones for an answer of what?
153.
Once we understand the proof drawing really well and understand what's going on behind the scenes, we can now just do our normal standard algorithm by talking it out. Okay, this is the kind of conversation you will be having with your partners. Or if I ask you how you solve this problem, this is what it's going to sound like, okay? As always, I'm going to start in the what place? The
One.
ones. And actually, I'm going to change this number out. Let's change this to a 5. Okay, I'm going to start out in my ones place, okay? When I look at just my ones, I have 7 ones on the top and 5 ones on the bottom. How many ones is that all together? 12 ones, okay? Now, I'm going to put my 12 over here. You don't have to do this if you're doing this all in your head. When I look at my number 12, did I make a stick of 10?
Yes.
So where does that 10 go?
Tens place.
So I'm going to take my 10 and I'm going to move it over here to the tens place, okay? And my 2 ones, my extra ones, it's not enough to make another 10, so my ones stay in the ones column, okay? Again, you don't have to draw this out if you're saying this in your head or talking it out with a partner. You can just say, I know 7 plus 5 is 12. 12 has a 10 with 2 extra ones. So my 1s stay here and my 10 goes to the tens column. Now I go and I add up my tens. I had 8 tens and 6 tens. Now I have 8 tens, 6 tens, plus that other 10 that I just brought over. Okay? 8 plus 6. What's 8 plus 6? You can say it out loud. Do you know it?
14.
14. Okay, 8 plus 6 we know is 14. 1 more 10 makes 15 tens, okay? And again, I don't have to draw this out, I'm going to, but in 15 tens, I have 10 tens, and we know that 10 tens makes a 100. What does it make? 100. So those 10 tens goes to the hundreds column, and those 5 extra tens that don't make 100 stay in the tens place. Okay, and then of course there's no other 100, so my 100 comes down, and my answer is what?
152.
152. Okay, I'm going to do one more. All right, and again, all I'm doing is talking it out as I go. This time it's only going to be me. This is the kind of conversation that you are going to be having with your partners, or if you're working on your own, you should be thinking it out loud. Okay, I'm going to start in my ones. I have 8 ones and 3 ones. I know 8 plus 3 makes 11. In the number 11, I have a stick of 10, and I have 1 extra 1. Okay, then I go to my tens column, 9 tens, 7 tens, and 1 10. I actually noticed right away I can make a 10 or 10 tens right here. 9 plus 1 makes 10 tens. 7 more tens makes 17 tens total. In 17 tens, that means I have 7 extra tens, and I made a 100, which goes in the hundreds column. Now there's no other hundreds, so I bring my 100 down, and I have what?
171.
71.